Hey there, sweet friend. How you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie, and we are checking in for your energies. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising will be the most dominant. You know how it rolls if you are a regular here, viewer and subscriber. And if you are new, welcome. Here we deliver. I think we're pretty open-minded in terms of how, we can best support your journey in terms of what messages come through. And, I just deliver it straight. I do deliver with love too. Most importantly, the messages, I want you to feel supported and acknowledged, and also know just how far you've come, how amazing you are. All right. So where there are truths, because I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm feeling some truths are coming through, friend. Interesting energy. Okay, show us what you got. Caring connections, a major themes right now. Walking away. Maybe this is the truth that you're realizing or facing or finally closing out. Okay, so we've got storm warning and rest and rejuvenation. Just on that note, I am sending so much care, thought, and support possible to those that are impacted with all this cyclone, hurricane and tornado weather. It's been pretty brutal for those on the East Coast, Florida, North Carolina. So just giving a shout out. I know that, it's just devastating. So sending love, care, like I said, any way that you guys can contribute to help the families. I'll put a link up to on the ones that are available if that's something that you want to do. It's obviously through a proper donating portal. Whether they can deliver certain goods and things like that to give them access and shelter and whatever else they need. Okay, so caring connections, walking away, storm warning, and rest and rejuvenation. So there's a change. There's a change happening. It seems. Was it yesterday's reading? Perhaps I just, when I do all the reads, they kind of, they're just channeled through, and then sometimes I remember messages, but not specifically what reading or things like that. But I do recall that someone may be walking away from a connection, you, them, however that may be. So I am getting, again, some sense here that something may not be feeling 100% right, or you're acknowledging whether you've already left or it's a situation that that you have to push forward. It may not be as easy to navigate the process or navigate, the internal parts that you may experience, right? One for yourself, but then when you are dealing with other parties in the situation. So I just feel like the storm warning is just more so that there is change on the horizon, but it's also having insight and being, I think, emotionally intelligent of what is actually happening and around you. Okay, when you see that something is brewing or storming or arising, what type of action do you take? Do you just sit there and see what happens? Are you a type of person that prepares? Are you a type of person that enters, the water, for example, if there's a storm coming? Everyone's kind of different, right, in their approach. But this is something just to think about, because whatever this is, it's going to pass. Okay, it is temporary. It will pass, and you will get to a place where you can find yourself maybe in some form of peace, but you just know to get there, this may be the course of action. In addition, for some of you, I'm also sensing that, it's just a part of life that for you, if there is a connection that you're choosing not to speak to, or you have blocked off, or are choosing to go a little bit quiet on, or vice versa, it may stir up some things for them or for you as well. So again, something just to navigate and work with. But let's get you some advice and see what is coming through and what you need to know. Yeah, bless. I reached out today to a friend and a person, like a client and business that I've partnered with, and they moved from California to Florida, and they were on my mind. I was like, I really need to check in because I know a few other friends that have evacuated, but I just saw the message pop through on the screen, and it was like, and this makes me sad, right? Do you know of any other countries I need to kind of get out of here? Because I think, just everything just seems to be breaking down for some people, right? It's like, how do I get a break? If it's not politics and BS and something else, it's weather, destruction. There's some destruction or some divide. It's just, I think it's devastating, and I think a lot of people are tired, right? Okay, Wheel of Fortune, nice. 6 of Wands, I like it. Ace of Pentacles, I like that too. 6 of Swords and 9 of Swords. Okay. See, this is this part. So I think you're feeling good about this change or about this new direction and path that you're on. You see the opportunities, these new beginnings, and there is some sense of peace, but I'm also getting this sense of, there's still something bothering you. There's still something that is stressing you out. We're going to have a look at what this is, but I feel like there's an important turning point here or a closing out of something. I'm getting with this Wheel of Fortune, while this is not the world energy, this is like both the world, I want to be clear with this, both the world and the Wheel of Fortune are positive energies, okay? This Wheel of Fortune in particular, it's, it could also be like a new version of yourself that is opening up through exploration, through understanding, I feel, oneself and what it is that you probably actually want and where you want to be and who you want to be with. This seems to be a bit of a theme of late for you, Pisces. What I do like is whatever this change is, it's super supportive. Wherever you're being led right now or directed, is very supportive. You're being seen in a new way, and I think you're feeling really confident and feeling really good about the steps that you're taking. There's like a strong sense of confidence I feel with it, and recognition and being proud of yourself. So I think that's really wonderful. Like I said, if you haven't made these changes yet, I feel like you're building up this courage to make these changes. I do feel like Spirit's given you a little tap as well, okay? Because there is some opportunity presenting itself that seems to be pretty exciting for you to, catch on and land. And I can see here that there's going to be some movement. It's interesting. This one is showing peace. Like if we switch these two around or the other two around, it's like you're making this peaceful movement forward. You're feeling good about it, but underneath it, something is stirring, and that keeps, showing up here. So let's see what that is and what else we need to know with this Wheel of Fortune energy. So you got the Page of Swords, 6 of Wands. What do we need to know? The Chariot. Again, strength, confidence in moving forward, determined to move forward, feeling successful. Temperance energy. So something that you've been wanting, desiring, that is offered is like, I can work with this. Let's see where this goes. Let's see where this takes us. 6 of Swords. Okay, there's a little bit of challenge there. So this is what I think naturally, is coming in here. And let's have a look at the bottom of the deck, the Lovers. Okay. So I'm seeing super positive energy for you, okay? Underneath it, something's bothering you, friend. And let's see how we can get you the support you need as you're moving forward, because I'm seeing a lot of strength. I'm seeing a lot of courage. Obviously, walking away from any connection or making a choice to walk away from a situation is not an easy one. That takes a lot to do, right? But you get to choose your hard. Choose your hard and staying somewhere and being miserable, or, constantly feeling you can't be yourself, whatever that situation is. Or is it, choosing your hard to start afresh and separate oneself from another energy and focus on yourself and see what else that, ends up coming your way, or as you explore and grow in new ways, right? It's both going to be hard, but hard in different ways. And I think there's also this aspect of, I feel like the good news is coming, whatever that is for you. So some good news I feel is coming on in. And you may be just looking at how do I direct this, or whatever this opportunity is. Maybe you're really looking at it in a little bit more detail on how to pursue it or how to go after it. But I think the more that you lean into this and look at whatever's happening here, you're seeing what is kind of evolving here. There's actually a side note that's coming through for somebody, and it could be like a bit of a percentage of you here, is that some of you may be making a change regarding a new connection and walking away from something else or someone else, or a situation where someone's not liking that, okay? So maybe you're choosing to, connect with a new energy, which means you're walking away from something or someone else. And what I mean by that, maybe it's a workplace, maybe it's a certain location, a home. You're making some change and going a new direction is what it feels like. But for some of you, you could be going with with a new partner, or a new connection. I mean, it doesn't have to be love in general, but I'm just noticing the Lovers here, the Hierophant, the Pressure, and the 10 of Wands. Yeah. So there seems to be a connection that you're either committing to or making a choice in commitment around a partnership. So I think the more it's like you're looking at something, it's validating for you with this 6 of Wands of where you want to go. So you're either choosing to travel towards someone here, or you're just quite determined to go a certain direction and you're going to lead with that. But again, you've got the confirmation that you need, that this is a good idea and a good choice and a good reason. I feel like this has been something you've been wanting for some time, with this Ace of Pentacles and this Temperance energy. It's just making sense to you, and you understand it's not like whatever this is or whatever it evolves to, it takes its time, but it's something I feel that two energies are willing to participate in to nurture this. And if you haven't met anyone yet, or you're going solo, I feel like this new beginning, something is going to show up that's going to bloom, that's going to blossom, that's going to grow. A little part though of this journey seems to be like you make progress. Things feel like they're going smooth, they're doing okay. But it's like you might have this notion somewhere in your body or sphere of energy that you're waiting for something or someone to come in and just challenge it for some reason. And that could be what this storm warning is. It's like you're paying attention to what's going on around you, because that's what it seems like here, is that things are progressing, things are smooth, and it seems like, oh, okay, things are good. Whatever we're doing here, wherever we're going here, seems great, whether you're choosing to go with someone, choosing not to go with someone, whatever it might be. But then there becomes the challenge. And I think that's the part here, is that then someone puts a bit of a spanner in the works and makes this a little difficult. And you just want to get back to peace. You just want to get back to, I don't need that drama. I don't need those worries. I don't need those challenges. So you might find that you end up blocking out this person and disconnecting from this person or a certain situation that is challenging you, because whatever you're committing to next or leading to next, there is the pressure there. But I feel like you're also, again, determined to keep moving forward, because you've been at a loss at some point with someone here, and you have to recognize that, you kind of lost your spirit at some point, as in your energy. Or this person drained you, or maybe this is, someone coming in about asking for money, or the situation is about money. But wherever you're going here further with this 9 of Pentacles, you're actually moving into quite a strong position. But again, you're hearing from, and then you got the Tower energy. I do feel you're having some communication with someone, but I feel there's a newer energy, but there's a bit of an older energy that, or a familiar energy that's kind of putting a spanner in the works. But for some reason, I do feel like you're moving on or spreading your wings and going somewhere here, which seems really exciting. You just have someone that might be challenging you, or a situation, or a person just coming on in. I'm going to unpack just a little bit more, because I want to see what this is about, because there's someone else here. I can feel their energy. Because I feel you feel actually pretty good. So, or this energy that's coming in, or this direction that you're going, it feels pretty good. But underneath it, there's something that's causing a bit of, yeah, just it feels a bit unfriendly. Let's have a look. What else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know here? Okay, so you got the devil energy and strength. Okay. So you might be deeply thinking about something or someone here that I feel like something's or someone's on your mind, and maybe you've made great progress in moving forward or away from them or away from that situation. Look, I'm even struggling to get my words out talking about this person, okay, whoever this person is. So that's how you may feel about them. It's like you want to be pleasant and kind, but I think there's parts of you that also wants to say what you want to say, but you also have no words at the same time for what's happened. I feel that this energy is not a very good energy for you, or has presented you with some interesting versions of themselves that you've had to really be strong to step away from the energy, is what it feels like. But I do feel you think about them, or it's coming up, the energy that they're on your mind a little bit, and it might come in a bit of flow, like a bit of waves. I mean, I know there's a little bit of apprehension about it, a little bit of anxiety as well. You've got the King of Swords. I don't know if this is air energy you were dealing with. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or this is the time of year that things kind of unfolded here. What else do we need to know? Got the Nine of Cups. The World energy, the Hermit, the King of Wands, the Fool. We did talk about the World, didn't we, before? So what I'm gathering here, Pisces, that some of you could be leaning into a professional to support you through this experience. I don't know if some of you have got, I don't know why I'm thinking some of you may have legalities like that you're dealing with, or you may choose to see a therapist or something of that nature that's helping you through this right now. It could also be, like I said, some form of reflection with this connection at some point in time where you're kind of torn between the energy of remembering the good times that you had, which can cause a little bit of stress, but also as you're entering a new phase, when you get to the truth of the situation, probably how much better that you feel at the same time moving into this new direction as well. Does that make sense? So it's just a little bit of battle of past situation to future or current energy. And I feel like you're kind of caught into two worlds right now with your thoughts. And I'm not sure if that makes sense, but yeah, I'm just getting like you sometimes thinking of this old energy or this part of your life that you may be reflecting on or looking at or thinking about a little bit. And sometimes it gets a lot, like you want to do something with it. You want to say something about it. You want some clarity, understanding, closure. It's like you want some form of information is what it seems, but it's like, what are you hoping to get? What are you hoping to succeed from that? And I think it's that part of, I don't know, could have it been different? Or this is how it wasn't supposed to be this way. Something about that energy. But I also feel too, amongst that unhealthy experience and what you're experiencing now sometimes can take you back a little, right, to being in that energy. And that is what you might be having an internal battle about right now, okay? I don't know too if an energy, like I said, is coming in to connect But it's an older energy that I'm talking about. I feel some of you have a newer interest, or are exploring that potential, or are just happy doing you. Whatever this is, though, like I said, I think you've got some real honesty about the situation and the freedoms that you do have, or what things look like, in the betterment of these decisions or where you are today. Interestingly, with the World, the Hermit, the King of Wands, and the Fool energy, I feel there's a little bit of a different focus, or that's what you're trying to do, in attempt of just focusing on yourself, because I feel like there is something that is pretty significant that's happening here that actually feels really good. Somewhere in your life, in some variation, is you're being recognized and seen in a way that you probably haven't been seen or recognized in a while. It's been really good. And while it might be, saying a little bit egotistical, you know what? Embrace the care, the love, or whatever's coming your way, because I feel you're feeling good about it. And even if it comes in small bursts or just some form of recognition, I think it's okay. It's okay to soak that up. And I just feel like if you're not getting out and about, or you're not connecting with people, whether it's online, in person, I think it's really important for you to look at that and consider that, because I think you might be surprised on what can show up here. Both with this Page of Swords and the World energy, that can be about getting online or communicating or getting a bit more public, okay? So I feel like there's something important about that, which could be a pretty divinely intervened experience for you, right? With someone that you meet or someone that you come across. You may find that you don't fully jump in at first because, you're going to explore it. But I think the more that you get to experience something here, again, whether this is in a new partnership, I think some of you are just at very different phases of your life right now, like in terms of, the age of your children, your marriage status, your single status or relationship status, whether you're in retirement, whether you're changing and looking at your own career or business. I feel like a lot of you are in quite transitional periods, and a part of this transitional period just seems to be you build momentum, you get excited. It's like you pop your head out, hey, here I am, and you show up, and then there's a part of you that then withdraws because there's this little bit of fear that creeps in. But you're also excited for something new or whatever is starting and showing up here. But you just have this little someone that just causes a bit of a stir for you, or something you're not trusting about something, and you're really, I think you're trying to ignore it in its own way, but it's not something you can ignore. So that's what's causing a little bit of stress, it seems. But what I do like here is that with this King of Wands and the Fool energy, it's further to gaining clarity on a situation, on what makes you happy and what makes you feel connected and where you feel supported. It's also the things that you do want to pursue and the things that you do want to create. I don't know if I feel like this is an energy, like a person, this King of Wands. I feel this is more about you and kind of being more clear on the things that you do want to go after and the things you do want to do and lead and take charge in. And you have this, like I said, this energy of going and doing, and this light funness about you that's very attractive, and also at the same time, I feel like you're going to get into this go mode, this do mode, and just start taking chances on things. I think you're getting pretty clear on what you do want, what you don't want, and the boundaries and who you're willing to talk to, who you're willing to kind of just put a bit of a arm's length approach to. Because this energy, both this King of Wands, this Five of Wands, and this Seven of Wands shares that. It's the boundaries and the way that you choose to participate in situations that cause a little bit of a conflict or challenge for you. You don't want to be sitting in this Nine of Swords energy. You know that. You've had enough sleepless nights. You've had enough challenges. You've had enough thinking of things over and over. And I can tell and I know you want to do things differently. And I think Spirit's kind of saying, yeah, you got this, okay? You really do have this. I'm going to get one... finally get there. Just took a while to get out. Sorry, guys. I was going to get the animal apothecary, but I'm feeling today we're just going to get some quick feedback with the Moonology cards on just some things to focus on for yourself, okay? The advice for Pisces and what they should be focusing on right now. Thank you, Spirit. Your hard work is paying off. I like it. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. We do have Cancerian energy. New moon in Capricorn. I mean, that could be Capricorn energy. Ace of Pentacles. And it is new energy. So part of the manifestation, because that's a lot to do. Capricorn energy is a lot to do around work as well. And obviously we've got the devil energy. So the pursuance and persistence of something, which I can see that you're taking charge in. And then you've got a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So something is definitely ready for you. Are you ready for it, Pisces? Because it's, you know, the moving forward, the taking chances on yourself and the things that you want, and standing up to situations that you may not normally stand up to, but you're doing it in a different way. It's a very charismatic way with this King of Wands. And also with the Fool energy, it's like whatever needs to change or whatever new needs to come out, it's a clean slate for you. You've got some clean slate here. So if you're concerned or worried, or someone's trying to make you feel a little bit guilty or a little bit challenged, you're protected here. And you got that yesterday as well, I think, about the protection, right? The protective and protection energy. So keep moving forward with whatever it is that you want to do, because I see this is, something really lovely. I think you're just going to have a couple of, maybe things that come up. I don't know how major they're going to be, but I think it's, again, there's this little bit of testing going on. What you're willing to stand up for, what are you willing to, grab a hold of as yours and claim it. And in addition to that, what you're not willing to allow from other people that puts you in a state of stress and worry. And that's something that I feel, are working through. But again, I like that if you've got this new romantic cycle beginning. I do feel some of you have got a new energy coming in, or have recently met a new energy, which I really, really like for you. So I'm going to leave it there. Have a great start to the weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye.